Okay. Hello, everybody.
Who is he?
Bobby Gannon, he's 34, 5'11".
We're gonna go ahead and go straight into
No personal social
weather,
media.
because that's all I know to do.
Bobby Gannon Health.
Right, don't get mad, get even. Or fit. Well, nothing else is guilty of bad marketing.
And he is a physical match to our suspect's description.
Looking at Violet's text history, seems that she and Bobby are
We're gonna go ahead and go straight into
no, but every other
weather.
week or so, he asks her out and she turns him down.
Okay. So,
I'm tired of hearing no, he grabbed her at the club. Doesn't make any reason.
Do we have a location on it?
I'm getting cell data. Pulling up live GPS now.
currently have a high wind warning in effect.
Staying out of the city up near Nyack.
Limited wind.
All right, get that address over to Tiffany and Scola now.
Yeah.
And that is mainly because we've got a Bell Echo trying to form.
Oh, yeah.
We've got
Yeah.
a line of thunderstorms.
We can talk about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got you.
They don't look as severe as what they were.
Jock just got a witness who said they saw Violet and Gannon get into an altercation.
But I went live a little early, mainly because of this, but also because I want to talk about the setup we have for today.
Right there. Gas station.
We have a moderate risk extending from the Chicago Metro all the way down to Davenport. Then we have one extending from central Michigan all the way down to Columbia, Mississippi.
Pilot? What are you talking about?
He's not here.
You think that's the pilot in the trunk? What the hell is going on? Wait a sec. Is she okay? Did something happen? I told you. I have no idea where Violet is.
You run into her at the club last night, then she disappears. Did you stalk her there, Bobby?
I didn't stalk her. I tried to buy her a drink. She was
All of Michigan, we have a slight risk from extending all from Michigan all the way back into Lubbock, Texas. And then we have another one over here in
She's beautiful and smart. I mean, that'd be crazy not to
extending from
risk
New
a
York
shot.
all the way
If you were so
down
friendly, why
to
did they witness
Virginia
it? They saw you
Beach.
get physical with
And then we
Violet
have
last
a
night.
module
Violet
risk
had a few
extending
drinks.
all
I was
the way
trying to
from
help slow her
central
down.
Wisconsin
May have grabbed her
all
arm.
the way
She pushed you
down
away and took off.
into
That was the
Lubbock,
last I saw her.
Texas,
And those,
and
marks on your face. I got into a little scrape with him. Guy at the club last night.
Winston Salmon.
He was
I
all
don't know how to
drunk,
say
acting like an idiot.
names.
I told
I'm
him to
tired
calm
today.
down, and next thing you know, we're throwing hands.
This is my main, this is what I'm worried about today. We've got a 15% SIG-2 tornado risk
So you had a few
today
drinks, got home around
for
1:30. Now you're up bright and early
the
heading out of town.
Chicago Metro all the way to the Davenport area.
Are you guys gonna tell me what happened to Violet? It's true, I like her, okay? But it was never weird or anything. We had coffee a few times, went to dinner once. I bought her a Fitbit for her training.
Loads of
She
discussion.
thought I was some kind of a creep, or she would have given that back, right?
You gave her a Fitbit.
Yeah. She loves it too. Wears it everywhere.
Violet's Fitbit is pinging somewhere in a 300-yard radius.
Lock is broken. Split up.
More flash flood warning just got issued. But, sorry, I'm getting distracted by this TV. I'm watching TV in the middle of a severe weather outbreak. I mean, it's not really the outbreak yet. It's updated at 11:30. We've got a 15% tornado risk encompassed in a SIG 2, extending from Rockford all the way down into Davenport, Fort Madison. It's not going to be good today. This has a possibility for EF4 plus tornadoes. F3 EF4 plus tornadoes in this area. And then we've got a 10% extending from Grand Rapids, Michigan, all the way down to Quincy, Illinois. And that's encompassed by a SIG 1 risk. And then we've got a 5% extending from Detroit all the way down to Columbia. And then we got a large 2% extending from the rest of Michigan, or Detroit again, because half of Detroit's in the 5%, half is in the 2% here. Extending from Detroit all the way down to Springfield.
I'm on a fixed income. Who is it? You haven't? We all do.
And some parts of Tulsa.
Paul with all of his medical problems.
Now, the wind risk.
That's right.
Yay.
Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company.
We got a 60% wind risk extending from the central Chicago all the way to Davenport.
Life insurance to help protect your family. That's why
I'm not even going to go over everything.
age 50 to 85.
100-mile-per-hour plus wind gusts
Flying is easy.
expected in this area here.
Starting at $9.95 a month, a few dollars a week, 35 cents.
And then we got a 15% hail
And your
risk,
price will
and
never go up.
I'm not even going to go into tomorrow because, you know.
Protection can last a lifetime too. Some insurance policies
Okay, so
once you reach a certain age. Not
the
this one.
temperatures.
Pay your bill, and it's yours to keep for as long as you'd like.
How did you
This
apply?
is
Call for information, got an application, filled it out,
about
sent it back.
3 p.m., which is when storms will start firing.
They sent me the spring
Temperatures will be
beneficiary
in
plan
the
just for
upper
calling. I filled in
80s.
all my important information and final wishes. Now my kids will have everything they need in one place.
In the southern part of our
Call for free information
enhanced
and your free
risk.
gift. There's no obligation.
And then temperatures will be up in the
Comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
upper 70s
Call
and
now.
lower 60s here in Chicago, Rockford, Davenport, Cedar Rapids. This area is in our moderate risk, and that's where we're gonna have the most threat for tornadoes.
This summer, 2 fan favorites are back.
Go to precip quick. So right now, HRRR is showing some storms firing up by Kansas City about now.
Charcoal dads. Snapping dads. United by their love of steak.
Some storms firing up in northern Illinois. Some storms firing up over here by Detroit.
CLPD isn't pretty.
Some firing up in Ohio. Some in southern Missouri. Some in Texas. Basically everywhere in the U.S.
But with Trilogy, I can finally move forward.
But as it hits about 1 o'clock, that's where we're going to have our massive tornado threat.
Full 24 hours.
This mesoscale convective vortex system, this mesoscale convective system, MCV, or MCS, will start weakening and start heading over into the Great Lakes, and HRRR showing a bunch of monster cells popping out, which will eventually converge into a big line, and it'll start converging to a line about 3, go into more of a big line at 4, and this will be what our wind risk will be, and at 6, the line will actually be extending from basically northern Wisconsin all the way down to Oklahoma City.
Eventually overpowered her. What about DNA? I didn't find any. Probably used gloves and a condom. So he's brutal.
And HRRR is kind of showing some cells pop out in front of us, which is what's going to be our main tornado threat.
The knot he used. Is it one on
And then this is kind of starting to bow on here, which is what's going to also cause a big wind threat. So basically today is not good.
And this guy is mobile. He does not stay in one city for long. 4 cities, 4 victims.
She's 23. She died 6 weeks ago.
Whenever they issue this new tornado watch here soon, I'm gonna be surprised if they don't issue high.
Here in New York last night.
He's striking more frequently, so we have to assume he will kill again in the next few days.
Let's make sure he does not.
Anything on the TV, do not mind it. Like I said, TV. Tornado TRX. Rainy day weather is coming in on this. Tornado TRX is coming in on this. Severe storm. I did not want that one.
It was only a partial, so I can't identify.
Not tornado possible. There's some rotation down here. Near Walnut Grove. North of Macomb. Macomb. Oh my.
His credit card places him in Miami, Vegas, Phoenix, and New York at the time of all 4 murders.
His hair is dark enough, he's got enough build.
Yeah. You have a criminal record?
No, nothing.
No? Impressive.
He's a freelance writer with a very spotty employment history.
Where is he now?
He just used his credit card at a bar station.
Pretty much.
Yes, ma'am.
A new severe thunderstorm warning just got issued in actually Kentucky.
Last night. Is your friend at Park Slope?
Or sorry, New York. I looked at that and I said that wrong. In New York.
You're the dead girl.
Oh God.
So it's just a chance that you were in Las Vegas, Phoenix, Miami, and New York when all of these were working.
I travel for work. I'm writing a book about MMA. Gotta go where the fights are.
So about
No.
there was a report of a rotating wall cloud. It's for this storm up here near Buffalo.
We can place you in the same bar as Carla Perez the night that she died.
Yeah, and about 100 other people. Besides, Miami PD already grilled me about her last month. Yes, I remember seeing her. She was gorgeous. I read about her murder in the paper too, but I never even talked to her.
He's a shy type, is that it?
I'm not shy. I'm gay. And besides, even if I wasn't, she was too busy vibing off some other guy. You remember what he looked like? I remember he was handsome. Fit. He had short hair, he looked Latino. Anything else you can tell us about this guy? Accent? Tall? No. But I kept thinking he looked familiar. And then I remembered he was staying in the same hotel as me. I saw him again the next day at the front desk. I remember thinking to myself, too bad he's straight. Yeah.
Why didn't you mention any of this to the Miami PD?
Because the cop who interviewed me was really aggressive. I was with my cousin, he's a lawyer, and he told me just to make sure they knew I never talked to her, give him my alibi, and nothing else. So, that's exactly what I did.
We're gonna need the name of this hotel in Miami you were staying at. Hey, confirmed with Maddox's friend he was in Park Slope past midnight.
So he's not our killer.
Did we ID the guy that he saw with Carla Perez?
No one on Miami PD's list fits his description. All that means is he never used a credit card at the bar.
But Maddox said the guy was staying in his hotel, right?
Yeah, CMO. It's South Beach. Elise is working on getting a list of the hotel guests once we have it.
Okay, I'm so sorry guys that I keep getting distracted by this TV. It's goated. FBI goated show, by the way.
So let's get a court order.
If we need more probable cause, I tried. The judge said it sounded like a fishing expedition. He wanted more evidence.
All right.
I would fully support a tornado warning going towards London Mills right here. London Mills This looks like some pretty hefty rotation. Start getting to your safe spots if you're in London Mills. Pretty hefty rotation. I was about to say.
I'll be quick. This is a written request.
There's a wall cloud.
The weekend of December 17th.
2 miles away, there's a wall cloud rotating south north.
We're investigating
South
this killer. I have to have access to this.
Oh, spider nose. I was like, south north. It's probably for this right here. Could be this right here. Or it could be this.
Really gonna force me to get a warrant for that guest list.
I'd like to help you, see. I really would. I just can't.
Isn't that the story of your life, right? Pretending that you care.
You know, it wouldn't hurt you to be a little more respectful.
We do have 0 tornado warnings right now.
I'm still your father, for God's sake.
We have CJ Ziegler coming up on this. Alright, I probably need permission.
Tableau lets you watch, pause, and record live TV subscription free. Get 100+ channels, movies, and sports. It's not fantasy, it's Tableau. Got eyes on the suspect.
Okay, now that was just radar being funky. I was about to say, there is multiple areas rotating here. Oh my god. There's multiple areas rotating here. Yeah, I would greatly say there needs to be a tornado warning issued for this going that's gonna be going through. I'm gonna go ahead and put my own tornado warning out. For this. Anything circled in red is a tornado warning. Anything circled in yellow is a severe warning.
Only Brawny has 3 plies, and it's stronger than Bounty.
Confidence on this would probably be 4 or 5 out of 10.
Now here, sounds here in person. I can just.
Cravings can happen.
What the heck are these cheese ads nowadays? Cedar Rapids. I think y'all are good for now.
So you can find your way to money. Intuit credit card, a card you can count on.
I'm gonna say there also needs to be a tornado warning on this.
Let's talk to your doctor. We learned the uncontrollable movements are called tardive dyskinesia, or TD, and were caused by mom's mental health medications. Mom was prescribed Austedo XR, a once-daily extended-release pill for adults.
I'm starting to think, yeah, we do need a tornado warning on this.
And mom can stay on her mental health medications.
I think we need a tornado warning on this a lot more. Back on the apparently reported wall cloud, we could use a tornado warning for basically this entire area.
UCTV, ask about Austedo XR.
Basically for this, like I just said, like 4 times in a row, basically for this entire area, mainly because there is, I have 3 tornado warnings I've issued by myself, just because the National Weather Service decides not to do their job.
Only pay for what you need.
Tornado emergency. I'm
What
joking.
goes in always comes out.
I'm doing this mainly because I am not partnered with Weatherfront. I'm not able to issue like alerts like what Max Velocity has, Max alerts and stuff like that. Not allowed to do stuff like that yet.
It continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for some breathing problems.
So yeah, anything you hear like ad-wise on the TV, do not mind it. I would also support another tornado warning.
Right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms.
I would also support another tornado
Change
warning.
or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most
I already have 4 tornado warnings I have issued.
also approved as an add-on treatment for adults
Me.
with COPD that is not well
The National
controlled.
Weather Service needs to get their game up and start doing their job.
Nuggets are back at Burger King, and you're never too old.
This year, I'm gonna go ahead and
This Father's Day,
reissue
spend time
it.
with Dad by spending less with low prices guaranteed. Give him more of what he loves. Grills, smart home tech, and tools to build memories together. Get more and do more this Father's Day at Home Depot.
Yeah, let's see if you can crack in here. Hey.
It didn't pan out.
Okay. Well, we'll find another angle.
I don't have a choice.
He's just doing his job, I guess.
No, it's just.
This, I'm not really
This
gonna
sounds
tornado
he
warn
is actually punishing me
again.
for not going to his birthday dinner.
Oh, really? He's that,
Oh yeah, and then some.
well, fathers.
No wonder I have such a successful love life.
Dumb son.
Well, good news. He ain't got a lead. Who needs that guest list anyway?
You need to pick him up out of the floor. I gotta get through here.
So I'm just gonna.
In the middle is Andres Silva. He's an
Well,
MMA
type him
fighter.
in
The other
there
4
or
guys
something.
are
I
part of
don't
his
care,
entourage.
but I need to get through.
Radar indicated tornado
Miami,
warnings
Vegas,
are
Phoenix, and right
probably
now
gonna be taking over the stream
next weekend.
here soon.
And all 4 guys on his team, they're in the same cities too.
This is the area I'm watching
Okay,
here.
this is good. Let's chase this. Tell me about Silva.
Andres is a top fighter from Venezuela originally, but grew up outside Philly, dual citizenship. He's won his last 4 fights, has a good reputation, gets a lot of love for being charitable.
What about the other 4?
They're all Venezuelan American dual citizens. One of them is Andres' brother Eduardo, but the others grew up with him too. They're all from the same tight-knit community in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, beyond that, we know their jobs. Advisor, trainer, chef, security. Not much else. They don't have any criminal records or anything.
Where are they staying? In New York?
CMR, looks like they booked out the penthouse.
All right, have Maggie and I reach out to Maddox, the sports writer, see if he can identify one of these 5 as the handsome guy that he saw hanging in Miami at the hotel with the murder victim.
Copy that.
How are you? FBI. Looking for Eduardo Silva. What is this about? What do you want, my brother?
Mr. Silver, we're investigating some allegations of illegal sports betting. We think Eduardo might be involved.
What would you think?
That's all I can tell you. Is he here?
He's out. I don't know where. Anyone else know where Eduardo is? Okay. If he turns up, please have him get in touch with us. Will do.
Wait. I'm Molly, Andres' assistant. I didn't want to say this in front of everyone, but Eduardo left the hotel about a half hour ago. He took one of our rental cars. Okay, what can you tell us about him? I don't know anything about any sports betting. But what? I'm new. Only been around for 2 months, and Eduardo just runs errands for Andres, doesn't do any smuggling stuff. We don't interact much.
Bella.
What's on your mind, Molly? Eduardo scares me.
Can you be more specific?
Hey! You stop.
Okay, so we've got
What do you mean by that?
a strong area of rotation.
By the window, looked out, and it was Eduardo pacing back and forth outside. It
Heading
lasted
directly
about
for
an hour.
London Mills.
He was just
lurking, looking agitated. It scared the hell out of me.
You said he took one of the rental cars? Do you know what car it was? Do you have access to the rental agreement?
Yeah. You're not going to be scared, Eduardo. What do you mean? I think you should stay away from him. Just take some time off. We have an agent look out for you until we have him in custody. Hey, no. Thank you. I've been looking for an excuse to fly back home, and you just gave it to me. Okay. If you change your mind, if anything comes up, or you hear from Eduardo, please contact us right away. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Need you to track down
What?
the car, gray G-Wagon.
Yeah, sure. One second.
Peoria.
There's Mike Bettis is reporting EF3 plus possible tornadoes, guys. I'm gonna repeat it. I'm gonna read it to y'all. Breaking. Can you turn this down and get her to be quiet? I can barely hear myself saying.
I'll turn this down. I can't hear that better.
Breaking. Torcon upgraded to a 7. There is a likelihood of intense EF3 plus tornadoes today in Iowa and Illinois. This threat is very close to Chicago. Please be weather alert today and have plans to be safe and have plans to be in a safe structure when the storms arrive this afternoon/evening. And the Torcon includes areas. I had it unmuted, so that's the only reason I'm repeating, because I hadn't unmuted yet. Includes areas like Cedar Rapids, Mount Pleasant, Macomb, Peoria. I don't know if I'm saying Peoria, Montana, Davenport, Sterling, Rockford, and yeah. So, it's not going to be good, basically, is what he's saying. Oh, bam weather. Hold on. Severe storm risk update. This was 6 hours ago. The simulated radar snapshot here highlights what radar may look like around 11 p.m. EDT tonight. This line will pose the risk to produce 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts, embedded tornadoes, and large hail. That has been...
Who's that for?
That's for, about Bama weather. It's probably for this area right here, grandmother.
Dayton, Cincinnati, Louisville, Owensboro. We get the tail end of it, but
Yeah.
that's across
Okay,
most
guys.
of Illinois and Indiana. The southern portions.
These storms are now entering our 15% SIG-2 tornado risk. And they've already been in our 60% wind risk. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, it's really close to Chicago.
It's actually in Chicago. Not the metro, but you know what I mean. It's in Chicago. The outskirts. And then our fire outlook, we have a backward 6. We have a backward 6. Then there are 1. Yeah. A backward 6. I'm streaming right now. Yesterday was terrible. I probably should have went live yesterday, but I didn't. I was in the car all day yesterday, basically. So that's kind of the reason I didn't, but I should have after I got home. Because I did end up getting home. I wasn't in it like all day. We do have some rotation over by Chicago. Here, finna go through Sandwich. I kind of want a sandwich. Okay, never mind. The radar didn't update. It has bombed itself. There is now a new area just north of Sandwich that I am looking at. That could be on the ground. That could be on the ground. There's a small debris ball, or like a very light debris ball that could have just been a tornado. That could have just been a brief tornado. Just north of Sandwich, Chicago. Or just north of Sandwich, Illinois. About 30 minutes ago, there was a wall cloud slowly rotating reported. We could have just had a brief spin up. Here, it's going to be going into Aurora.
Kind of like the Aurora Borealis.
I swear, why does the U.S. have so weird names? Especially up in the north and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to be surprised if that wasn't a brief spin up. Really fast, I'm going to go to Chrome and show you. Oh god, spring illness that can lead to death. So I'm going to be showing you all the significant tornado parameter values. This is them about right now. They're not that high. They're
Go over there.
Or no, this is at 8 a.m. This is not right now. Oh, God. This is at 8 a.m. Yeah. So, 8 a.m. this morning. Let's get you something that's closer to now. So this is it right now at 12, which is about right now. Actually getting pretty high. Probably at least a 6. Maybe possibly a 7. No pun intended. Around Washington, it's gonna be in the 8 and above range. About 1 p.m. And in the Davenport area, it's going to be maxed out at 10. gonna be maxed out at 10. And around the Davenport area at 2. And that's gonna be maxing out at 10 a lot more. It's gonna be maxing out a lot more. Ugh. Super Suck Composite is getting almost up there to 45. Good. Kind of. It's not gonna be good. Let's just say that. We've got this is gonna be the cape over the next. This is it about now. Cape's gonna be exceeding 4,000 joules per kilogram in some spots. And then as we head into 2 o'clock, it's going to be almost exceeding 5,000 joules per kilogram in some spots.
Oh, your cheese balls? Okay.
Actually, it may exceed 5,000 joules per kilogram here in just a moment. Maybe not, but also there's kind of a spike in exceeding of 4,000 joules per kilogram down here in Kentucky. Dang. There's Cape readings of 4,000. So I'm gonna kind of draw out. It's not gonna be.
Brian, if you're gonna eat anything, you need to do it. It's like 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yes. I'm trying to. Okay, so this is the. This is the our low pressure system's bringing in moisture, which our low pressure system is, this is just a rough estimate, and that's what's bringing in, the purple is the cape, or the jet stream. It's pulling in moisture from the Gulf, which is making the perfect tornado ingredients in this area here. This just sends shivers down my spine. And it's causing massive humidity problems in this area. Temperatures exceeding 80 degrees. 100 to 105 range. Dang. I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I'm not gonna end stream, but I'm gonna already, guys. So I'm gonna be eating while streaming. It's about to actually. Let me go see. Speaking of streaming.
Charger, please, on charger. You're sitting on it, dude. You have to reach your butt up. Don't do that.
Okay. Max is not live. TRG Tornado goes live in just a few minutes. I have to promote myself.
I plugged it in.
Like his thumbnail shows. Titles are expected today. Or tornadoes are expected. I'm fixing to smack my sister if she does not shut up. I'm gonna punch my sister.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna eat y'all.
Aurora Borealis. Aurora. This area of rotation is basically gone now. If there is still a tornado, which, ooh. New area of rotation looks like it's trying to spin up near Needle Creek. I'm just gonna go look and see what people are saying about today. Because I don't like you're gonna be watching somebody else for a little bit.
I've been learning Spanish on Duolingo for free. Me encanta la playa.
No,
The next age of man will begin with you.
We dreamed of setting foot on the ground.
We're not allowed.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, the 16Z her is a little bit concerned. Our models are struggling with what's even happening currently right now. But in a fashion here, in a similar situation, let's talk about our models. So Wisconsin's still gonna.
I'm sure most of you are familiar with what chaser convergence is, but just in case you're not, chaser convergence is when a whole bunch of storm chasers flock to the same target or same storm, and it can make storm chasing a lot more difficult.
It can slow down traffic. It can make navigating around supercells quite difficult. It can make repositioning quite difficult. And chaser convergence has really grown exponentially in the last several years. Even on the more marginal days, you'll see quite a few chasers out there. And it definitely wasn't that way back 10, 15 years ago. But with the advent of better technology, social media, live streaming, etc., storm chasing is more popular than ever, and chaser convergence has become an even more common topic of conversation in the past several years. Now, there are several factors that exacerbate chaser convergence. Number one is higher risk days. If the SPC issues an enhanced risk, a moderate, or a high risk, those are typically going to be the days where chaser convergence is going to be at a maximum. In a similar vein, if the event has been synoptically evident and well advertised for several days ahead of time, meaning that it's a big storm system, we can see it on the models well ahead of time, and the major forecasting entities like the Storm Prediction Center have highlighted risks for several days ahead of time, hinting at a potentially significant event, that's going to drum up a lot of interest from chasers, and chaser convergence is likely going to be high in those events. Events that occur in peak season, April, May, June, particularly in May, which is when most chasers who don't live in the plains take their chasecations, their chase vacations out to come out here for a week or two. May also coincides with the end of the school year in most places, so your chasers who are in high school or college are going to have a lot of free time starting in May. Also, events that occur on the weekend. Since people are out of work, they'll have more time to chase. If the target is confined to a very small area, that means a lot of chasers are going to be confined to that area as well. And similarly, if there are only one or two possible target storms, if there's only one game in town, everybody and their mother is going to be on that particular storm. And finally, when road options are limited. If there's only one road near a supercell, that means everybody and their mother is going to be on that same road, and it's going to make things a lot worse as far as chaser convergence goes. Chaser convergence has become an ingredient you must consider when making a storm chase target, just like instability.
Every time I eat, if there's no tornado warning at all, this is what we do. Or if there's no destructive severe thunderstorm warning, this is what we do.
On April 9th, 2015, the people in northern Illinois witnessed one of nature's most incredible spectacles. For those out of harm's way, this tornado was extremely beautiful, but for those in the path, it was a nightmare come true.
Believe it.
Leading up to April 9th, forecasters at the Storm Prediction Center were well aware of the upcoming severe weather threat. All ingredients required for tornadoes were there.
Yep.
The shear, the moisture, and instability, or CAPE. However, the SPC initially only put out a 5% chance for tornadoes, which isn't really high for spring, peak tornado season. But early morning, forecasters noted that the atmosphere was much more volatile than what was initially anticipated. So around midday, an area of 10% hatched tornado potential was introduced over northern Illinois. The forecasters specifically mentioned a chance for strong tornadoes. Fast forward a few hours. At 4 o'clock, a large complex of storms was over the Quad Cities, but those were not the real threat. It was actually this small storm to the east that was rapidly intensifying, eventually dominating the atmosphere. Just by random chance, another storm popped up behind this dominant cell and gave the dominant storm a little push in the right spot, and at 6:39, a tornado formed north of Franklin Grove, Illinois. The Rochelle tornado started out as a tall, skinny rope, and as it moved northeast, it produced its first damage, directly impacting Crest Foods' distribution plant, leaving a large hole in the warehouse. As the tornado moved northeast, it began showing signs of intensification, now leaving a distinct mark on the ground. It was right at this time when Derek Myers began recording the tornado with this incredible view from his front porch.
You can see the ground scouring.
Mark on the ground. It was right at this time when Derek Myers began recording the tornado with this incredible view from his front porch. In his video, you can see how highly visible the tornado was.
I'm feeling like this is some stuff we're going to be seeing today. Probably not in this, like, I hope none of this I hope not in popular areas at least. Hopefully no tornado hits a single house today.
It is also clearly much stronger than it was earlier in its life.
Oh!
While the tornado was blocked by trees from Derek's point of view, Lewis Williamson was recording the tornado from much closer. In his video, you can see the incredible structure of this tornado, a compact core at the center of a much larger, highly visible mesocyclone. The core of the tornado was like a black hole, violently pulling in everything at the ground. Up to this point, the tornado was fairly well behaved, mostly staying over open fields. However, it was now targeting several homes on the north side of Rochelle. As it moved into more populated areas, the tornado was caught on security camera as it passed by a home, missing it by less than 50 yards.
Oh God. The camera thought it was nighttime.
But that home was lucky. The first home to come into contact with the violent core of the tornado was completely destroyed. This moment was captured by Wayne Humphrey, who was recording the beastly tornado from the north.
Apparently this tornado was only rated at 4.
You can see just how incredible this tornado was to witness, which is extremely unconventional because tornadoes this strong are usually shrouded in rain, but this was not a normal tornado.
You think?
The tornado was now moving towards Cherry Hills, a nice little subdivision on the north side of Rochelle. The first home impacted was the Johnson family home, where all walls were wiped off of the foundation. But somehow, their red Porsche was completely untouched. Fortunately, the Johnsons had taken cover.
Lost your card? Again? Studies show you're not alone.
That's right.
We have lost Rod. TLDR.
That's not the main
With
event,
the Cash App
guys.
card, your money is eligible for FDI.
East of that later on today. So, what do we have ongoing here? What's changed in the last hour and 10 minutes? We were last live about an hour and 15 minutes ago. Well, nothing too crazy. We've continued to see the eastward expansion of our MCS. It has indeed wiped through much of the open warm sector like we were suspecting, and it has lingered around longer than most models had it lingering around for, so that definitely could have implications in today's severe weather risk and could lower the overall threat. And we also have some additional convection that is firing further off to the west here towards southeastern Iowa, and that is also going to help add some more complex situations out here, more uncertainty for the forecast with those storms now fired in east-northeastern Iowa. And those could be storms that end up becoming problems here in 2 hours or so, but the main area to watch will be anything to develop out in this vicinity that moves up into southeast Iowa, western Illinois. And again, we do have a tornado watch out here till 4 p.m. Eastern. This is your low-end tornado watch for the next hour and 55 minutes. After that expires, or maybe just barely before that expires, we will likely get a PDS tornado watch or a extremely high-end probability tornado watch out here across eastern Iowa, western Illinois,
yes,
probably into southern Wisconsin and far northeastern Missouri as well. So this will not be the only tornado watch you guys are in here in eastern Iowa and western Illinois. You will get a new one.
I'm trying to do about 10 things while I'm sitting here.
I might as well go ahead and mention the storm's starting to pop up in Missouri here. If they can mature, and as they get into our environment here,
Are you talking to me?
they can get severe fast.
The mods were done by a local gunsmith named Jim Weaver. Works at his garage in Staten Island.
set the weapons down, Mr. Weaver. What's this about? Need your help locating a suspect. I murdered an ICE agent with one of your Lapua 338 Wildcats.
Help? No. I got no interest in joining Crime Stoppers.
You know it's illegal to blow the serial number off of a gun.
In a country where you can build an Uzi with online parts, you're gonna bust me for a serial number?
Here's a $10,000 fine and up to 6 months in federal prison. Up to you.
Well, you put it that way. I got a customer Rolodex in that metal lockbox full of receipts and a card. I write down what kind of ammo they purchased.
So if we narrow it down to the last 3 months, we're looking at 8 different people who have purchased Weaver's 338 Wildcats, but only one of them has a Facebook wall full of ice posts.
Alrighty.
About the right direction of the
So we have gotten a severe thunderstorm watch issued for
went to law school at UVA on an ROTC scholarship, followed by 4 years for his dad.
New York, Pennsylvania, stuff like that.
Marks for marksmanship during basic training.
Who apparently has a political axe to grind. Agents and is good with the rifle. Let's track this guy down. Where is Baker now?
Phone's pinging at the legal clinic he runs in Greenpoint.
Bring him in.
Yes, ma'am.
Yay. Where is this? Okay, I was about it. This is rotating again. Our low pressure system is drawing in moisture, which I'm just drawing a rough estimate again. Is causing basically this corridor to be the main corridor for tornadoes. Or sorry, this corridor. This corridor. It's not this far south. But yeah. Let's go.